everybody. That took a little bit longer than expected because they played an opening cinematic for the new patch, I'm assuming, and it was unskippable. So, had to sit through that before I could come back on. And again, just sort things out here. So that's my phone. And yeah, that's me now. Yes, I don't think I'm going to do Red Dead Online anymore, so just be switching between Final Fantasy XIV and Elden Ring. And now let's see if I can remember the controls for Final Fantasy XIV. I don't need anything repaired. Right, greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you've but recently taken up the Adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by the title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspects of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts, and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences here in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you'd like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers will also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. So, what is a new adventurer? What is the Novice Network? No one sets foot upon the adventurer's path knowing all there is to know. Mentors are there to answer your questions, so be sure to make the most of their wisdom and experience. How do I earn bonus experience? I find that pairing a new adventurer with a mentor proves advantageous for both. Fledgling heroes blossom swiftly under a veteran's guidance, and the act of teaching serves to reinforce a tested champion's fundamental skills. Alright, that's me. And I've put myself in front of the map. That's the right position for Red Dead, but not for Final Fantasy XIV, so I don't have a clue where I'm going. Right. Right, so that's Let's summon the Scattered Gill. No. Right, so how? Right. Drill. So, fantastic voyage. After all, I'd report you an exhausted kick his end as he was slept again. Rather than show up late for work, he decides to return to his slumber, but not before asking you to deliver a timetable to Giginasu at the older dispatch yard outside of the city. So, right. Right. So how do I get that off then? Right. So, what was I doing to bring up the map? No, not that. No, no. There, right. So this way. That's Giginasu is across there. So I got it from Kikinzani, did you say? Why, that useless drunk, I'll wager he was out all night again, chasing after skirts. That's it. Next time he misses his shift, I'm tying him to the tracks. This is Papa Shan. While you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend, might you be the good soul Mamodi advised me to expect? I am Papa Shan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell, passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 no, There have been plenty of both these past 5 years. Since the calamity struck, the devastation was vast. Yet now, Drawdens work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin by the sweat of our brows and the love of our home. We have rebuilt Ulda to the great grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard too were born of the noble efforts of great many souls. But there is still much work to do. The ruins left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ulda needs the aid of you and your brethren friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point. I suppose I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. So I've leveled up there. I'm just going to get some pokey. Or pocky, I don't know sure how it's pronounced. So, he's got a simple task for me. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. This happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area, a dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. So, I assume these are the guards here. Yes, give him a pretzel. Where's the next one? There. Should be more or less directly in front of us from here, but I can't see anybody. Ah, they up. They up. And the last one. Is there. So it's kind of the direction I'm facing here. So do I need to go back to Papashan? Or... yeah, looks like it. You returned, and with a deal for your pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan Sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay for a moment. There's more to ask of you. So... Saran, I have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Sworn. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home. I've been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologise for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honourable motives may join the hunt. Should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Saran. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Praise the 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is fast, and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. I want to do these in order first. So catch your breath. Bottle is mistakenly in possession of the wrong package and wishes for you to see it returned to Scorpion Crossing. Speak to the sentry Mimishu to find out how to get there. So I have that on the map. Right. So I need to go back into Older and down. Way. Yeah, just keep going around. There's a Mimi shoe. Scorpion Crossing. The way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west until you come upon it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you'll want to speak to Oswald when you arrive. So, go out the gate, head west. So, this is west that I'm heading, I believe. Yeah. So, it's probably that structure in front of me there. Wow, it's gone. I just know it. Gods, as if I hadn't enough problems already. You took the wrong package, bought a few bloody oath. Horizon package, you're a 12 cent. You spared me quite the headache, friend. Thank you. If only there weren't so many other misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. Also, I'll need help working on a misplaced shipment. You have time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. The manifest clearly states that the 3 crates bound for the East Ordnard Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vespa Bay, but I can't seem to find the things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. Somewhere. There's one of them. Another one across there. Right, that's not who I meant to click on. Right, so Guntram's asking me to go and kill as many cactuars as I can to gather 4 balls of their blood. There's no time to explain, just that his life hangs in the balance. Also asking me if I found his crates, which I did. I'm handing over. Great job, friend. These will make the next wagon thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming day in and day out. Just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true, but what use is money if you haven't time to spend it? I haven't had a pint with friends in weeks. Right, I'll go and kill these cactuars. There were cactuars just outside here. Have you bought the cactuar blood or 4 balls? Show me. You saved my hide. Just stopped to give my cargo check on the way to Alder. And saw all the balls of Rad's at Hans skin tonic. The was empty as a Galleon promise. Looks as though the list shook off in transit and the whole lot is spilled right now. But I refuse to have it said. The Guntram failed to make good on the delivery. Cactuar blood is supposed to help keep the skin supple. I'll just use what we bought to fill the empty bottles. And all those lovely older ladies will be none the wiser. Don't worry about getting found out. Rad's at hand skin tonic is still a rare find. All the more so this myself, after venturing none in order, would even know it from an apple of their own. And they are changing the thing up. Right. So they're changing between Alder and Aldan. Even the same characters in the same speech. Because he said Aldan originally and then he said Alder there. Let's see what I was saying here. So he wants a letter addressed to someone at the Silver Bazaar. Well, this is great barrels, lifting, moving, stacking, there's no end to it, I'm so tired. Do a hard-working stranger a kindness, would you? See this letter safe to Kikipu at the Silver Bazaar. I'd call on her myself, but I haven't the time, and I doubt these Rolex would carry me there, even if I did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammerbeak tail feathers? Gods know you can find the beasts around here easily enough. Kikipu is a dear old friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for far too long. There's been ill rumours of the place of late. I'd like to make sure she's well is all. Right, before I go, speak to Emmy here. Oh, she's got a couple, so where is the heart of the goblet? Information that may interest wealthy adventurers. Have you heard news about the goblet? All that quality land so desperately coveted is to be auctioned off to bidders, regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine that the entire area could end up being owned by wealthy foreign. Beg your pardon, sir. It isn't that I dislike adventurers, far from it. But when you consider that Ulda is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that this land is sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to hardworking Uldans. So, someone from Ulda is an Uldan, then. That's why I'm getting confused. I've been saving for years, or just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. You wouldn't have to be curious as well, would you, about the goblet? My hands are full here, but if you have a moment to head that way and look at this auction business, on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates or in the goblet who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Robin's approval, of that much I'm sure. The other one is ticked off. So she's worried about the condition of our chocobo. You there, yes, you're an adventurer, are you not? You travel about the hills, yes, slaying beasts, finding treasure, that sort of thing. I've need of help. I must travel to Horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo slugger won't move. I tried to have a close look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from his feathers and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. I fear he may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on its blood. Check him for me, would you? If you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the thing. Right, so is that not her chocobo there? Alright, that's the chocobo. Let me... Slugger again. Slugger says thank you, and you for my thanks as well. I was as sure as sun up. It was a parasite ladybug. It must have latched itself on somewhere along the road, but how the thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'd just like to move on and put all this behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over the land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. Right, so harder than rock. To get warmed up for the lesson, Hammond bids you run and pick up the gill that he's scattered across the sea. By sprinting as often as possible, you'll be able to complete this task more swiftly. So I'm going to get into the city itself. And it would help if I could remember what sprint was. Right, so... so sprint just seems to be like an all-run type of thing. So within the orange areas, go down here to the right. So the guild should be in here somewhere. This one. Yes, there must be some in that area somewhere that I just wasn't seeing. That's like changing my class. I don't want to do that. Just trying to see if that was that in it. The fountain. Where am I missing? I haven't looked. Looking for Faded Gill. Right in front of me there. So I was right, it was part of the fountain, but just wasn't looking in the right part. Right, so I need to go all the way around here and some in this area somewhere. on the area. There. So up and round and down. So through here. Area somewhere. Am I in the right area? Yeah, still in the right area. There. So, go back to Hammond, who's in the Pugilist Guild. So, he's down here. Yeah, it seems as though that wasn't his, he just knew it was there. So, I've got to take myself to Scorpion Crossing in Western Thanalan, where I'll find 4 large stones, the trial stones they're called. I want you to deal each of these stones a solid boot shine combo. The impact will arouse the spikes that sleep within, which you must then defeat. If you find yourself hard pressed, there's no shame in running away, you're still in the ropes after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again, and remember this. Strikes bring down opponents, but it's your footwork that keeps you standing. Now off you go, and good luck. Right, so... is there anything else in here? So, see where the map is. So just gotta go down to the left. Ow. Right. And I'll just be loading the next area in a little. I'm just going to turn the light on because it is starting to get a little bit dark in here now. look out for hammer beaks as well. There was something there back there, but right, what's Fate? Fate is a full active time event. Public quests occur periodically in real time. Anyone can participate by simply showing up before one ends. When you sense a Fate nearby, a message will appear on your screen, and the location will be displayed on the map. So it's like that. The type of Fate in progress can be identified by its map icon, and mousing over the icon will display the Fate title. You will automatically join a Fate the moment you cross the event threshold. At this time, the Fate title, objectives, and time remaining will appear on your duty list. If you are several levels higher than the recommended level, a level sync button will appear on your duty list. Press the button to automatically lower your level so that you receive and may participate and receive rewards. So that's a Fate event that I'm heading to. Right. Ooh, hammer beaks. Right, so I take it it's captors that I've got to slay here then. All actions and spells and weapons skills that are assigned to all classes within a role: tank, melee, DPS, range, DPS and healer. So I'm a melee DPS. rather than a specific class. Role actions are learned in the same manner as class actions via leveling, but only need to be learned once to be able to use them with all participating classes within a role. Role section has been added to actions and traits. Selecting it will display the actions you have learned. It's because it's not trial stones, it's air spots I'm defeating. Which are was it because I wasn't exclusively using boot shine on the air stones? try going down and look using just boot shine on these things and see if that's in the right area. Why is it not giving me it? That's not an invalid time. So I've received my fate reward. Once the fate is complete, a window detailing your reward will be displayed. Rewards are distributed to all event participants and are based not only on success but individual contributions. The more active you are in completing event objectives, the greater your contribution will be deemed. Contribution is indicated with either gold, silver or bronze medal that appears in your reward window. What appeared in my reward window? I didn't notice. Yep. Okay, you need to tell me that before I pick up the reward, for me to know exactly what you were talking about there. I don't know what he wants. I'll take it those are not trial stones then. those can't be trial stones then that I was attacking. They must just be earth spirits. So where at Scorpion thingy, which I'm now at, are the trial stones. Right, so they're north of where I am at the minute then. This way. There, right. So why not just let the sprites I was defeating count? Stuff to the Silver Bazaar. So I need to go back the way. Up there. That should have just let me count the sprites that I was defeating. Especially when you've got earth sprites in the area. Other way. you've given the earth sprites what for? Well done, Saran. By smiting stone and earth, you've forged unyielding weapons of your fists. You're a nigh endless fountain of vigor, Saran. I, just like myself in my younger days. If they could have him coughing vocally, why can't they just give him a voice? Shikuto, this must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about. Well, of course he's promising. He's training under Hamon, Holy Fist. That's our master Hamon. Saran, I don't believe I've introduced my assistant yet. This is Shikuto. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve as Master Hamon's right hand, but there is still much and more I have yet to learn. Together, let us strive for the mastery of our art. Shikuto joined the guild soon after I was made its master. She's my very first student. You don't often see that contracted, because that's supposed to be she was my very first student. Usually if it's she's, it's she is. Well, there was one other to be sure, but let's not dwell on the past, master. It was Saran's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect my gear from him? My gear is rather worn down and I do need the money for repairs, so it was Shikuto's gear. Yes, Saran's future with us is bright indeed. If he keeps up his efforts, he may become the next Holy Fist. For this time tribe, I'll have another little lesson for you. Again, if he can get round to vocalising his coughs and his splutters, why not just hire a voice artist to do his lines? Fine day to be watching my pugilists at the training. Right. So, where is it I'm heading to now? It's the... Why is it not up on? Because it's Silver Bazaar. Alright, so I've got to go. Alright, so that's down there. I thought it was up here. I thought the Silver Bazaar was within the city. But obviously not. It's down there. Okay. Right, so where the heart is the goblet, so outside the gates of the goblet in the Western Thanalan. Which is there, and underneath the Sultan tree, search for Lilla and the Sultan tree, which is across the other side. We're going to get the Sultan Tree one first, because that's the one that's away on its own. So that's up this way. Another timed event there, but so where right underneath the Sultan Tree. Where? Right, is that just off to my left? Oh, this is stone's throw. Where is that in comparison to where at the right? So I want to be heading this way. That looks there might be the Sultan Tree there. Right, I'm about to enter an instance battle. They only occur during certain quests and missions, so this will be my first instance battle then. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. So you're about to enter it. Level sync is in effect. If you're above the maximum allowed, you'll be synced as follows. So up to level 8, so I'm under level 8.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself!
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one the Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
Why will it not let me attack there? Or at least he has some healing spells. From that point, it does seem optimised for PCs rather than console. Just trying to change between enemies was complicated there. Rather than just pressing X to come off, you're pressing the circle to come off. And well, you have to press X to locate another enemy. So get the cutscene here.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Right, so we're going to collect crystals then. Yeah, because I think this was it during Final Fantasy's Crystal Saga type era.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
Coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream? No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
Because you returned, you had us also worried. You do realise that what would have happened if a peasant or your noble statue were to be injured or worse? Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief. So would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I already have given you cause to weep, Papashan, you and the people will hold her. You will not say such things, but we will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologise for causing you undue worry, Papashan. I shall refrain from travelling unescorted back from now. I cannot thank you enough, Saran. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from the void-sent fiends. For your gallant service you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption is strapped to his shoulder. I see you, Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Saran, you're just sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thenalan as you did to us today. Silver Bazaar. Where is the Silver Bazaar? Oh, they're across the other way, aren't they? Yeah, because I am across here. So if I go up to why can I not just keep the map up for me? Secadota. You're an adventuress, you're not otherwise occupied. I've a favour to ask you. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I purchased from the rural plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I can't part this place to procure the proper pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nana mines, which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt, purchased to Gagari at the Royal Plantations, and she will yield to you. I apologise for asking for you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Courier doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. So in order to deliver this decadent delight, I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin, I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. Near the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It's beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where the local labourers lounge. Hi Yaja needs help thinning out the snipping shrew population. So snapping shrews. They wanted me to get snipping shrews. So where are the snipping shrews then? Deliver pumpkin to Roger. Yeah. Drink for you, laddie. You won't get a better ale spirits for your coin than at my place. What's that? Lisa Codia asked you to bring this here to me. So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drunk son body back home. But hell's is honest to God's pumpkin from the raw plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. I'd see scoff down beastly amounts of meat and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the southern people to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. Roger here, there's all sorts of information, but some of which may be useful to you. Word is Blackbrush Station's sorely under demand. Stone torches there who don't get a moment's peace. Someone by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster the numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy getting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. So you can view, equip and remove gear by selecting character under character from the main menu. To equip an item, first select the desired slot, from which you can find the command menu, select equip to bottom gear. Right. So it's there. So because I think I got some. Yeah. So that's Western Tanlan. So prudence at this junction. So speak with Warren. So up and to the left. So it's almost directly in front of me here. Oh, this is kind of putting on taking the main storyline forward. Looking for work. If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. Beastone torches and sellswords hired by Gina and Sons, Mineral Concern, to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to your arms and armour in order, and when you're ready, present yourself to me again. Equip your head, body, and legs and feet scale of item number 5 or above before returning to speak to Warren. So, I will go and do stuff across the Western Thanalan then. Because where am I? Right, so I want to head this way. Down. don't know what those dots on the bottom of the screen on the right hand side are for. If you see where I'm thinking of, like directly below her, it's got all the quests. There's like vertical lines of green dots and then horizontal lines of blue dots. I don't know what they're for. Facing the right direction, but I like the background music. A lot of games, I've been complaining about that not having a lot of voice acting in the game, but a lot of games wouldn't have background music on all the time. Well, what is it then? Come to try and scare me with these poor folk off our land again? Go on, do your worst, I'll not budge one step from this spot. Hammer, big tail feathers and a letter. Dear gods, it's from Oswald. Have you seen him? Is he well? Dearest Kikipu, it's been too long since I wrote to you last. How have you fared since? As ever, I'm a slave to my trade, and sadly it hasn't seen fit to take me to or through the Silver Bazaar in some years. I've heard it told the scum of Aldar have sent their sights on the Silver Bazaar. It seems beyond saving. Really, how long do you mean to linger in that horrid hovel? Remember, some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more, Kikipu. Spread my wings and soar, by the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And hammer-beak tail feathers? The dog does realise he sent the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Well, Oswald can go bugger himself. No, I've no intention of stepping one elm away from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel and I love it. time handling a couple of troublesome labourers. You have a warm face for an outsider, not like those other curs loitering about the bazaar. Surely you've seen the hammers to the east of here, or at the very least heard of them, or heard them. Well, a few of their workers have decided to drop in on us for a little rest and relaxation, but they're no workers, they're nothing but hired muscle, sent to threaten the people of the bazaar and harass our shops. It's not the first time. But I dare say a formidable lad such as you might be able to scare them off, and with some strongly worded doubts. What say you? And I've got Fono here. So they just got the look of a Lalithal dying to be asked if they've any work to offer. Hey there, friend. I've a sure way into some easy gill if you're interested. It won't even require you to break a sweat. Well, not much of one. All you need to do is slay enough rusty goblins to gather 4 bottles of goblin grease, and then deliver them to a hire by the name of Adelard at the hammers. Once he has the grease, he can use it to keep the hammers running. It couldn't be more simple. I'm surrounded by fools here. They detest the hammers and the new way of life they symbolise. They care only for successes of the past, but it blinds them to the opportunities of the present. Change isn't coming, friend, it's already here. I call the Silver Bazaar home for now, but I've no lingering affection for the place. I go wherever there's a guild to be gone. Spotted Meadow, my associate and I only want to help rebuild and restore the Silver Bazaar to her former glory. Unfortunately, several local residents continue to refuse our generous offers to purchase their property. So, how do I say something then? How did I get that up? I only just did it. How did I manage it? But I'm now not pointing at him anymore. So is this somebody I've got to... down? Right. Yeah, free companies are independent player-operated organizations, not unlike guilds. While there are no restrictions on who may join a company, players cannot belong to more than one free company at a time. Companies will advance in rank as their members earn company points by undertaking various duties around Eorzea. These tasks will also earn companies credits, which can be used as currency to purchase various items. To form a company, a player must first draft a petition and then get 3 other players to sign it. These 3 players will become the founding members of the company. That's why I got an invite from somebody there, so not that interested in joining a free company at the minute. So I am going to look in to see if there's anything I can put onto my character to let people know that I'm actually streaming. Where are all these other workers then? Because they're supposed to be within the Silver Bazaar here. And I only found that one. Right, so where are the other workers then? So that's just a fate thing. So where are these other workers then? Right, anyways, that is coming up for 10 o'clock, so I am going to end the stream here. And I'll continue this at some point. Tomorrow. I'll do Final Fantasy tomorrow, and then it'll be Elden Ring on Friday. So yeah, I might change it to an afternoon stream tomorrow. Depends on, I've got a few things I want to get done. It depends on how to get them done. So look out on Blue Sky for any announcements of it being, of the stream changing. Otherwise it'll be slightly earlier tonight, so it'll be 6 till 9 rather than 7 till 10. And see if there's anybody that I want to rate into. Because I will try and rate it into Final Fantasy 14 player. think they're all playing this new. Everybody that's online seems to be playing this new patch. So I will stream into Nari, who I've streamed into before, or raided into before. And I haven't seen her for a while because she's been doing late streams. So yeah, I'll raid into Nari Bunny, and then I will see you tomorrow.